weekend starts off with a bang. It's an unprecedented doubleheader for Matchroom Boxing and DAZN this weekend. 2 shows, 2 continents, 1 continuous broadcast. It all add up to roughly 12 hours of exciting action. The best exciting action you are going to see this Saturday. And our portion will come from here, the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas. Good afternoon, everybody. Justin Shackle with you for our second press conference of the day, following the first fight week presser over in Nottingham for Dalton Smith and Waleed Owiza. Dalton Smith fastly becoming one of the big players at 140 pounds. And as we turn our attention here to Vegas, we see 2 men trying to become big players at 168 pounds. That's Diego Pacheco and Steven Nelson. Pacheco coming in at 22-0, Nelson at 20-0. Pacheco's turning 24 in March. Nelson is 36. We've seen Pacheco gradually develop and be pushed here by Matchroom, and for Nelson, he's been an exciting and talented fighter his entire career, but he's faced more boxing adversity, that's for sure. All that can go away with a statement win over Pacheco on Saturday night. So that's the main event. Here's what's coming up on the main card, or the entire card here, before the bell, and the main card before the bell beginning at 3:05 Pacific, 6:05 Eastern times. You're going to see 3 of the newest Matchroom signees in action, starting off with Zaquan Moses, who made his debut back in November, so it's his second fight in 3 months. Harley Medeiros, the hard hitter out of Brooklyn, will be taking on Arturo de Isla, and then it is the pro debut of the Indian Olympic quarterfinalist. Nishant Dev will step into the pro game with his first fight as a professional here in Vegas against Alton Wiggins. That'll lead us into the main card. It'll start off at 5 Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to see another young, impressive prospect as the 9-0 Leo Rubalcaba is in his first 8-round fight against Israel Marcado. And then it is the much-anticipated Matchroom debut for Ernesto Tito Marcado. He's in the ring with the former 2-division world champ, Jose Pedraza. Andy Cruz will look to go to 5-0 against his toughest opponent to date in the red-hot Omar Salcido. And then, like we mentioned, our main event, Diego Pacheco and Steven Nelson. You're going to hear from both fighters in the main event a little bit later on. We'll also hear from the 2 fighters in the co-feature. We're breaking off in segments. First up, we'll talk to some of the fighters on the before the bell card, and also the first fight of the main card, Rubalcaba and Marcado. So without further ado, let's toss it up to the stage right behind me here at the Cosmopolitan Las Vegas with Matchroom Chairman Eddie Hearn.
Well, thank you, Justin, and welcome everybody to Las Vegas, the Cosmopolitan Hotel. A big night for Matchroom Boxing in a crazy, crazy world of world boxing at the moment. Has this sport ever been hotter? The big fights keep on coming, and on Saturday night here at the Cosmopolitan, we have a great card, of course, as Justin said, headlined by Diego Pacheco against Steve Nelson, a brilliant 168-pound matchup. Andy Cruz against Saucedo. Tito Marcado in a big step up against Jose Pedraza, and plenty to talk about later on. But for now, some of the before the bell section, and of course a main card fight as well to discuss with Leonardo Rubalcaba. But as we said in boxing right now, the big fights keep on coming. Earlier today we announced the big one, the best fight at 147 pounds. Jerron Boots Ennis will take on Stanionis for the IBF, WBA and Ring Magazine Championship, April 12th, Boardwalk Hall. And just announced a few minutes later by His Excellency, Conor Benn will fight Chris Eubank Jr. April 26th in front of 70,000 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Incredible times for boxing all around the world. And 2 fight nights for Matchroom this Saturday, as Justin said, starting off in Nottingham with Dalton Smith going for the European title, Conor Walker against Harry Scarr for the British and Commonwealth title, Ellie Scotney against Miyamoto, unifying at Super Bantamweight as well before we head to Las Vegas. One thing that I'm so proud of at the moment is the young talent coming through from Matchroom. You would have seen recently, we have a press conference tomorrow, the Olympic medalist Amari Jones just signing with Matchroom last week. He'll debut March 15th in his hometown of Orlando, and so much great young talent on display here. We're going to start with a young man that's just recently joined the Matchroom roster. We've had him on a number of our shows. I think he's a superb talent. Harley Medeiros, welcome. Officially now a Matchroom fighter, already deep in your progression in the professional ranks and ready to go again in Las Vegas this Saturday.
Yeah, Yeah, thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Been fighting on Matchroom a couple times. You know, I love it here. You know, I always talk to my team. I love fighting with Matchroom, so I'm just glad to finally have it signed and be official. My first fight with y'all.
Plenty of support, of course, in Brooklyn, but now over on the West Coast on Saturday. Good fight for you. We know you're all action. Very, very exciting and looking for a massive 2025.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we had a great camp, great preparation. So Saturday should be fun in there, and I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to seeing you action, as we are the young man on the end, Zachary Moses, of course the cousin of Shakur Stevenson, just a tremendous young fighter. You made your professional debut in Philly on the Boots card, now in Las Vegas, just training up the road right now as well. Ready to go, fight number 2 on Saturday.
I mean, yeah, it's truly a blessing to have this opportunity to fight on Matchroom, to be signed with Matchroom, and Saturday I'm just ready to do what I do best, showcase my skills, and just have fun.
Thought you looked razor sharp in Philly. You said you weren't very happy with your performance. Guy in there trying to survive as well. Going to be tough to match you because everybody knows about your ability, but the key, just staying active in there in 2025.
I mean, for sure, every fighter should feel like they should do better than what they did, and should feel like I don't know, should feel like they should progress every fight. And I feel like this fight, this Saturday, I'm gonna show that I'm progressing very well, and every fight I want to show that I'm progressing.
One of the top young fighters in the game. Make sure you keep an eye on Zachary Moses. And a big moment for our latest signing, of course, Indians Nishant Dev, Olympian from Paris. Got a tough fight against Alton Wiggins on Saturday night. He will make his professional debut. Alton, we'll start with you. You're sitting there with a Gucci hat on and the CMOS in hand. You're not messing around.
I'm just, I appreciate you guys for having me. It's a blessing. And I'm just ready to show the world that I'm belong here.
We saw you on, I think it was the Crawford Abanesian card previously as well. Now 1-on-1 as a pro. Got a good fighter on Saturday in front of you, but also a tough professional debut for him taking on yourself.
Yeah, I'm just ready to show the world that I belong on this stage, that I'm supposed to be signed to you.
Well, the man that is signed to me is Nishant Dev. Of course, the whole of India watching on Saturday in anticipation of your professional debut. Been training hard out here in Las Vegas, ready to start the journey on Saturday night as a professional.
Yeah, I would like to say it's a dream to sign with Matchroom Boxing, and especially you, Edion, sir. And now today is the day that I'm signed with Matchroom Boxing. I'm so excited to perform in my pro debut, and I'm ready to show who I am. And that's all I wanted to say. Yeah. It was a great performance in Olympics. I threw the quarterfinals, and being some, it's a God decision. They gave him the decisions his favor, but unfortunately, that I believe I was winning that all 3 rounds. And I see as a Olympic gold medalist prospected myself. My whole India believes me, and my family, and me, myself, my coach, and I'm ready to show Saturday night.
Tough fight for you on your professional debut. I feel like a lot of great amateurs like yourself perform better against good fighters, and you have a tough test ahead of you on Saturday.
Yeah, I would say I am ready for this. I have been training and logged in myself since 3 months, and there's a time for me to shine like a diamond. Yeah, that's all I want to say.
Well, the whole of India will be watching you on Saturday night as your journey begins. The fight on the main broadcast that will kick us off on Saturday night, one thing that I really want to do this year is start the broadcast with one of our prospects that are ready to step up in a real fight. And this is a great example of that. Leonardo Rubaclava to my right was due to fight Kristek Baldazua, who had to pull out with an injury, and all of a sudden steps up a man who has some family ties on this card, Israel Marcado, in a real fight, a tough test. We're renowned for putting our prospects in real tests when the time comes, and it's Leonardo Rubaclava's time to step up on Saturday. The man to my left, ironically, is actually the uncle of Tito Marcado, who will be up here shortly. We've seen him in action before, behind closed doors in lockdown against Biaslanov on the Golovkin card. This is a very, very exciting fight. Israel, welcome. Welcome back again to the Matchroom show, and a big opportunity for you on Saturday night against a good young prospect.
Yes, thank you. Feel good to be back. It's exactly that. So it's a big step up for Marcado. What more do I need? As far as motivation, my nephew on the card, Diego Pacheco. I had the privilege of training with Diego Pacheco 2 years ago. I was up in camp with them. Benavides, great family, great team. And I think that I'm smelling a big upset here. I'm thinking I'm gonna take this fight. I'm ready for it. This is what I've been wanting for a long time, and I'm here now. So.
Well, I know you say upset, but you know obviously he's a big prospect. But Kevin Rooney, the team, tell us this is a real fight. We remember seeing you against Biaslanov. It was an absolute war last time out. You got 8 rounds to make it happen. The plan to set the pace nice and hot against this young man and really test him.
I love it. I'm here to just do just that and more. You know, more than just a test. I think I'm gonna pass the test with flying colors. I'm gonna do my thing. He's young. You know, he got the trainer of the year. That's good. Hey, what more do I want? You know, I want to beat the trainer of the year. I want to, get this kid out of here. Let's do it.
Well, Leonardo, welcome. A real step up for you. As we said, the quality of these young fighters sometimes shines even brighter against real fighters. And your first real test as a professional, starting off the main broadcast on Saturday night.
It's a blessing being here. And once again, I love competition. He's a great fighter. I want to show you guys who I am and make a statement here, And once again, I train with the best team, with the best people, and I know I'm the best.
Seen you so far, very exciting, not afraid to stand and trade. You won't have to go looking for this guy. We know with your style and his style, should be a great matchup to start the broadcast.
Yes, I agree. I got to make a good statement. He has his own little difficult, weird style, but I think with my style, I'm gonna make it look pretty simple.
That's the plan. A great fight to kick off the main broadcast. Leonardo Rubalcaba against Israel Marcado. And as we said, extreme young talent on the card. Young Zaquin Moses, Harley Medeiros, Nishant Dev making his debut against Alton Wiggins before the bell and the first fight on the main broadcast. And to kick us off on Saturday night, we're going to face off the guys before the next segment of the press conference. Thank you.
So we'll start off the first face-offs with some poses though with Harley Medeiros and Zaquin Moses, posing with Eddie Hearn. There's 2 in separate bouts. Moses a 4-rounder at 130 pounds, and Harley Medeiros going for his 6th straight knockout, 7-0, 6 knockouts against Arturo Diaz, 5-2-1 out of Mexico. And then the first face-off, Nishant Dev taking off the sunglasses against Alton Wiggins, calm and confident as well. Wiggins, 28 years of age, from Modesto, California. Dev just turned 24 last month. He's been living and training in Vegas for the last 3 months. Trained by Ronald Sims here in Vegas. So Dev trying to inspire a whole new generation of young children in India, and Oakland's Alton Wiggins, our main event. Before the bell, then the first bout on the main card, and it's part of this new initiative, having the prospects in a game fight to kick off the main broadcast. And Leo Rubalcaba is the first one out of the gate, 9-0 against Israel Marcado, 11-1-1. And a good step up with the Southern California native, the Robert Garcia trained fighter in Rubalcaba. Rubalcaba turned 22, and he was with Matchroom for 4 fights over the last 8 months. This will be his 4th fight in the last 8 months, so it's been a very impressive full calendar year for Rubalcaba. Had 5 wins alone in 2024, but he's going up against Israel Marcado. Mercado, who you heard them discuss on the stage. There are some family ties between Israel and Ernesto Tito Mercado, who we're going to hear from in a few moments. They're getting it set up now. It is Ernesto Tito Mercado against Jose Pedraza, the former world champ. And this is a step up for Tito. He was supposed to be fighting on that Cruz and his undercard in Philadelphia. His opponent that weekend, Jesus Sriracha, came in 7 pounds overweight, so that fight called off. Now a bigger name, and a name that Marcado wants to put on his resume moving forward. He has been talking about how, yes, he's 16-0, he's young, he's a different prospect, but he can bang with some of the top names at 140 pounds right now. He gets his shot coming up on Saturday against Pedraza, who is trying to prolong his career, a decorated 2-division world champion. He is ready to go as well. So let's turn it back up to the stage with him.
Thanks, Justin. Segment 2 of 3 here, ahead of big night of boxing. Cosmopolitan Hotel, Las Vegas, live on the home of boxing, DAZN, on Saturday night. 2 fights to talk about with you here, and 2 step-ups. The 2 young, I suppose you call them prospects, to my right, but 2 guys we believe have world title ambitions moving forward in 2025. Of course, Tito Marcado, the 140-pound wrecking machine, against former world champion Jose Pedraza and the Olympic gold medalist, the man, Andy Cruz, against Omar Saucedo. A great, great fight. Cuba against Mexico. Let's start with Marcado against Pedraza. Jose, we'll start with you. Welcome. Been a lot said in the build-up to this fight. It's billed as a step up for Tito Marcado against you after coming off a defeat previously to Keyshawn Davis, but a big fight for you in your career and a good test for this young man on Saturday.
Sí, en primer lugar, bienvenido José. Se ha hablado mucho antes de esta pelea, ha habido muchas palabras. Se dice que es una subida de escalón para Tito. Obviamente tú tuviste la derrota contra Keyshawn Davis, pero es un gran momento en tu carrera, pero también a la vez una prueba de fuego para tu oponente.
Sí, saludos. Gracias por la oportunidad, ¿verdad?, de estar aquí presente. Mira, sí, mi última pelea no fue muy beneficiosa para mí, pero cada día nos preparamos mejor físicamente, mentalmente, espiritualmente para tener un buen rendimiento, y hay que seguir con lo que Dios nos ponga en el camino y superar eso, ¿verdad?, esos contratiempos que tenemos en nuestra carrera.
Yeah, so first and foremost, I want to say thank you all for the opportunity. It's great to be here. Yes, you mentioned my previous fight. You know, things didn't go well for me, it didn't benefit me, what happened. But now I feel like I'm better each day, you know, physically, mentally, also spiritually, to go on and perform well. And what you have to do is continue to take on what God gives you despite the setbacks that you had. And that's what we'll do, we'll continue.
Obviously, it's, as I said, billed as a step up for Tito Marcado. He says that he's going to knock you out on Saturday night and finish your career. Obviously, you have other plans.
Sí, obviamente es una subida de escalón para Tito, pero él dice que te va a noquear y va a terminar tu carrera, básicamente. Obviamente, tú tendrás otros planes.
Definitivamente tengo otros planes. Tengo una meta, ¿verdad?, en mi carrera. Tito no va a ser un escalón para mí. Ya todos los escalones que yo tuve en mi carrera, pues los superé. Simplemente quiero llegar a mi meta, que es ser campeón por 3ª ocasión. Así que voy a seguir entrenando y espero y tengo fe de que voy a lograr esa meta que tengo en mi carrera.
Yeah, of course I have different ideas. You know, what I'd say is that this, you know, might be a step up for Tito, but it's not a step up for me. Each step up that I've had in my career, I've gone through and I've managed to complete them. You know, what my goal is now is to go on and in my career and to become a 3-time world champion in 3 different weight classes. So I'm going to continue to train, hoping and with the faith I can achieve that goal.
Well, Tito, he says it's a step up for you on Saturday night. I know you believe you've got the power to go through this guy, but a real fight for you, a real test. You believe you're going to shine against the former world champion on Saturday night?
Man, this ain't no step up. That peanut head don't know what he's talking about. I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna knock out this puñeta, and then after that, man, I'm gonna call out the names I've been wanting. You know, Shakur, I'm sure he's around here somewhere. If not, I'll see his chipmunk head ass somewhere around here on Saturday night. But if not, man, you know, Shakur, Keyshawn. If not, you know, Keyshawn's daddy could get it too. It don't matter to me, to be honest with you. But you know, Saturday night I'm gonna go over there, do my thing, and put this guy out the way I should. Come say that over here. Oh yeah? Oh, come over here. Call Keyshawn. That's the Keyshawn camp, huh? Man, shut up.
A lot to say. Obviously, that's the plan as well. We've got to back it up. And it is a step up for you. Obviously, the frustration of the Philadelphia fight, but you believe you're going to steal the show in Vegas on Saturday.
Most definitely, man. I feel like this is going to be the fight of the night. You know, like I said, regardless, you know, he got experience, but he don't know what he's talking about, man. Every time he stepped up and fought good fighters, he couldn't press the trigger. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to show that. I'm going to beat him up in a better way that Keyshawn did. And I'm going to show y'all what's up. And if you got a problem with it, tell him to sign the contract. Sign the contract. Shut your mouth. He ain't going to do shit. Keyshawn got no chin. Shakur got no chin. Call him up. He ain't shit. He ain't shit. He gonna get his ass for a fair 14. He ain't shit. You're the bum. Bring his ass up here then. Bring his ass up here then. And I'll knock you outside after.
A lot of these guys you're talking about, Keyshawn at 135, Andy at 135. What's the plan for you across the divisions? I know you're settled in at 140, and a lot of those guys will move up there, but seems like you just want all the smoke.
Yeah, man, I want all the smoke. The 140 is gonna be my division. You know, I'm planning to, you know, obviously I want to fight for a world title this year, whether it's, you know, Richardson, Hitchens, you know, whoever comes up. Once I get the belt, Keyshawn want to come up, I whoop his ass. Shakur want to come up, I whoop his ass. He ain't fighting no fighters, he fighting a kid. His name literally the Kid, man, he ain't shit.
Why you mad? Why you mad?
Jose, I will ask you, your opponent seems to be calling the whole world out, maybe looking beyond you on Saturday night.
Tu oponente básicamente está haciendo llamamientos a todo el mundo. Quizás te está pasando por alto este sábado. Sí, no vale la pena seguir abundando al ego de superioridad de Mercado, así que nada, me mantengo callado. Te lo demuestro todo en el ring. I'm going to show what I can do in the ring. There's no point in continuing to you know, listen to him and expand his ego at all. That he hasn't been superior to me. You know, I'll do my talking in the ring.
Tito, final words to your opponent and to everybody in here who seems to be very fond of you.
Man, just General Twin Fist, stay tuned, man. This is gonna be the fight of the night for sure. And I'm planning to send this guy off in the retirement. If I say dormir, papi.
No apretate negativo, papi.
Okay, well there you have it. Tito Marcado against Jose Pedraza on Saturday night. Cannot wait. And now, as we said, Cuba against Mexico. Omar Saucedo steps up, as does Andy Cruz, in a great fight. Omar, we'll start with you. Last time out, I saw your fight. I was a big fan. All action style. A great fight for you on Saturday night.
Y soy muy fan, vi tu última pelea, eres como un boxeador que viene con toda acción y listo para el sábado, para una de la noche.
Bueno, primero que nada, gracias a Dios por tenerme aquí, gracias por la oportunidad. Sí, claro, estoy listo para este sábado, estoy listo para una guerra y estoy listo para ganarla.
Yeah, so firstly I want to say thanks to God for the opportunity for being here. You know, I'm ready for Saturday, I'm ready for war, and I'm ready to win.
Finally, this man has all the skills. Olympic champion, one of the greatest amateurs of all time. Looked fantastic so far. As a professional, you believe you are the man to stop the Andy Cruz train on Saturday.
Sí, hemos visto a Andy Cruz como en las Olimpiadas también quizás uno de los mejores amateurs que ha asistido. De momento ha lucido muy bien, pero ¿tú crees que eres el hombre que va a como parar ese tren, el tren de Andy Cruz el sábado por la noche?
Claro, así como lo dices, Andy es un gran boxeador, pero trabajamos muy fuerte estos últimos meses con el Team Benavides para lograr una victoria este sábado.
Of course, if you say Andy's, you know, a great amateur fighter, you know, he's had a great amateur career and a boxing career so far, but we've been working really hard throughout these months with Jose Benavides and our plan to go on and get this victory.
Okay, thank you, Omar. Andy, welcome. Feels like by far the biggest step up for you so far. It's been fairly comfortable for you last time out on that huge show in Los Angeles. Now You're just a couple of fights away from the World Championship. A real test for you on Saturday.
Sí, en primer lugar, bienvenido. Obviamente, sin duda, tiene que ser la subida de escalón más grande en tu carrera. Has estado bastante cómodo hasta la fecha. Tuviste como esa gran noche, esa noche enorme que tuviste en Los Ángeles. Pero ahora mismo como un par de peleas desde este título mundial que quieres.
No, primeramente darle las gracias a todos los presentes por apoyar el evento y el boxeo. Decirles que estoy más que listo, más que preparado para dar un gran espectáculo este sábado. No soy de hablar mucho fuera del ring porque fuera del agua todo el mundo nada bien, así que yo simplemente vine a hablar en el ring.
Yeah, so first I want to say thanks to everyone here, all the people that are here to support this event and also to support boxing as well. You know, I'm completely ready to put on a great show on Saturday. I'm not someone who likes to speak too much outside of the ring. I like to do my talking inside it. You know, everyone's a good swimmer when they're not in the water. So, you know, I look forward to Saturday night.
And finally, I know you have World Championship ambitions for 2025 and people talking about, you know, you said that you want to make your son proud on Saturday, Keyshawn, if he attends, but I know you're firmly fixed on this man and a real test for you, Cuba against Mexico on Saturday.
Sí, por último, sabemos tus ambiciones de tener ese título del mundo en 2025. También has dicho, si viene al evento Keyshawn Davis, quieres hacer orgulloso a tu hijo, obviamente, pero todo el enfoque tiene que estar en esta pelea Cuba contra México el sábado, ¿no?
Así es, voy paso a paso. Mi enfoque ahora mismo está en mi combate este sábado, que voy contra un guerrero mexicano que se ha preparado bien para mi pelea, pero al final no es lo mismo decir que hacer, y vamos a dar un gran show este sábado.
Yeah, of course, you know, this is a step up in my career as I go on. You know, I'm advancing, but my full focus is on this Saturday. And my opponent, you know, I'm facing a Mexican fighter, a warrior who's prepared really well for this. And as I said, it's not just about saying things, it's about doing, and I'll do what I need to do on Saturday in the ring.
Thank you, Andy and Omar. Two great fights on a brilliant night of boxing. Tito Marcado against Jose Pedraza, Andy Cruz against Omar Torcido. Don't miss it Saturday night. We're going to face these guys off before we go to the main event. Thank you.
Choice words from Tito Marcado, getting the room fired up. Let's zero in on this face-off.
No es lo mismo, Pedraza. No te engañes. ¿Acaso avisan? Por todo. Pobrecito. Pobrecito.
Jose Pedraza, all smiles there, facing down. The 23-year-old from Pomona, California now is Andy Cruz. But the crowd getting fresh, facing over the Omar Torcido. Cruz and Saucedo, two fighters with a lot of momentum heading into this weekend. Andy Cruz trying to go 5-0. Saucedo coming off a career win over Chris Colbert in October. They will meet in the co-feature here at the Chelsea at the Cosmopolitan, Las Vegas. And that will lead us into our main event of of the night. Diego Pacheco, Steven Nelson, the final bout of an unprecedented marathon of live boxing here on the Zone. Pacheco and Nelson, Nottingham, Las Vegas. Don't blink this Saturday.
As fighters, we're always asking more punches, more minds, more action. It's all in nothing can we have a chance. You have to push the boundaries. Endure more.
Weighs like 30 pounds. Wet.
12 rounds, train for 24 seconds. How long are you willing to last? On January the 25th, Dalton Smith and Diego Pacheco, in an unprecedented global boxing event, 2 fight nights over 2 continents, 1 record-breaking broadcast.
Pacheco trying to continue their march toward world title opportunities, but here in Vegas, it's Steven Nelson's job to try and derail that momentum for Diego Pacheco. Without further ado, it is the final main event press conference portion of today's presser. You have Pacheco, you have Nelson on the dais, you have the 2023 Trainer of the Year, Bomac Ryan McIntyre next to Steven Nelson, and then Jose Benavidez Sr. is right next to Diego Pacheco as well. The man in the middle, Eddie Hearn. Let's go back to Eddie.
Well, thank you, Justin. Yeah, plenty of noise in here. We've got Steve Nelson's guys over here. We've got Pacheco's guys over here. But what we also have is a brilliant, brilliant fight. I love this fight. It's a real world-class matchup at 168 pounds. Diego Pacheco, the young man, 22-0, WBO ranked number 1 in the world. A lot of people talking about him as the future of the division against a man to my left, who I'm actually delighted is getting this opportunity. I think he's grinded away for a long time after a great performance in Los Angeles. Of course, Steve Nelson, 20-0, a massive opportunity for him at world level with a great team. Bomac, Terence Crawford here and the team as well. This is, as I said, a real fight. Also joined, of course, by Jose Benavidez. 2 great fighters, 2 great teams as well. We'll start on the left. Bomac, we're going to start with you. This is a guy that you've been shouting about for a long time. To me, Terence has been saying, give this guy an opportunity. He's a world-class champion. He can be a world-class world champion. He's a world-class fighter. The moment's here on Saturday night. Real fight and a great fight as well. I know you guys really fancy this one.
First of all, I just want to say thank you, man. The Matchroom and Zone giving us the opportunity to showcase Steve's talent. Y'all gonna see what we've been talking about for like the last 10 years. It's not new to us, but it's gonna be new to y'all. Pacheco's a great fighter. He got a great team. I watched him up and down, back and forth. Not only me, but my team, Red, Saul, Bud, Bernie. We ready. We ready. I promise you that. We ready. You know, we really never be on the B side, but that's okay. We'll take the challenge.
You've been on both sides of this kind of spectrum over the years of fighters coming through. This time you've got a guy that's never really had the opportunity. He's been looking for the opportunity. He's an older guy. It must happen now for him. He's undefeated. He's 20-0. Plus the other side, the young man who has looked to have been tested, but actually never really been tested. Obviously the plan is to test him. What's the difference between these 2 guys, and why does your charge win on Saturday night?
You know what? They're both great fighters, and he got a great trainer. Benavidez, his dad, other guys is in his corner. But what makes Steven just a little bit different? Probably that IQ and that will, and determination. Now the kid is young. We ain't gonna take nothing away from him. Fabulous boxer. He just gotta win this turn.
Finally, you know this man inside out. I'll ask him the same question. I know the pedigree in the gym. I know the dog in the gym. How bad does this young man, or you know, slightly older than him, but how bad does he want it on Saturday?
Y'all see.
Jose, welcome.
Well, I'm super excited about this fight, but first I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to be here with the great fighter, the face of boxing, 168 is going to take over. I want to thank Bomac, Steven Nelson for this opportunity. I was a hard task for us too. You know, we trained super hard. We've been working together with Diego now for quite a while. You know, he's improving every time, but we gotta make a mistake. I know that Diego's ready to take home the 168. And Saturday, everybody's gonna see the new face of boxing. And thank you for the opportunity, Matchroom, the zone, and you guys are gonna see something different.
You have a lot of faith in your man, obviously. We don't really turn down any opponents. We've not seen that. We had other plans. All of a sudden, Steve Nelson's kind of like that guy where might not be the biggest name in the world, but everyone in boxing knows how good he is. Some will say, why Steve Nelson? That's a dangerous fight. But we want real fights, right? I mean, we have to prove it.
These are the kind of fighters we need in order to make history, to go to the next level. I think Diego Pacheco has shown little by little, improving in every fight, and he's been looking like spectacular. We're not going to stop now. Un saludo para toda la raza mexicana. Les vamos a dar una muy buena pelea este sábado en la tierra. Diego Pacheco, 168.
Steve, welcome. I'm really pleased you got this opportunity when the guys were looking for that world ranked fighter at 168. You know, we love your team as well, and we know what this means to you. It's a great performance in LA. You know, didn't even get out of second gear. This is though a big step up for both of you as well. You look ready. I saw the pictures today with your shirt off. You're in unbelievable shape, ready to go in Las Vegas on Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready, man. Like, you know, everybody's saying, yeah, Steve Nelson, he's a good fighter, but you know, they've seen an okay version of me. You know, I've never been this focused, worked this hard, been this determined for nothing in my life, and it's going to show Saturday. I promise you that.
This young man, as Bomac said, a tremendous young fighter, yet really to go through the gears himself as well. You expect him to need to do that on Saturday night. You need to take him into the deep end.
Yeah, you know what? Look, let me take this glass off so everybody can understand. Look, let's weigh this out. 23, from Cali, Mexican, signed the Matchroom. You know, he take a loss, he can bounce back. I'm 36, from Omaha, Nebraska, been through hell to get here. And I mean hell. And not just in boxing. Military, the streets, been shot, been blown up, been through everything. Injuries, all that. I can't afford to lose. So if you think I'm coming in this fight just to lay down, I'm not. So he can make it hard or it'll be easy. But I'm not losing, I'm not backing down.
I think you kind of answered that question I said to Bomac. How much do you want, how much do you need this victory on Saturday night?
This is life changing. For me, the people around me, the kids I coach, my family, it's so much behind this. I'm not fighting for Steven Nelson, I'm fighting for a whole community of people. People who didn't get opportunities, that had a talent, in and outside of boxing. I'm speaking for those people, man. Like, it's hard out here. And we gotta step up and make shit happen.
Got the chance on Saturday night, Diego. You're now the hunted. Really, these guys, they're hungry. These guys see you as an opportunity to change their life. You're almost protecting the crown while chasing the bigger crown. Excited for a real fight in Las Vegas, headlining on Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know, first off, I want to thank God for bringing me here safely for this amazing opportunity, and for allowing me to have the best training camp of my life yet. You know, I'm more than ready for this test. You know, I know Steven Nelson's a great fighter, he has a great team, but you know, that's what we wanted. You know, we know before we signed a fight with Steven Nelson, we're looking at way bigger fights than this, and they didn't happen because the guys know what I bring when I come into the ring. And you know, I want to thank Steven Nelson and his team for taking the fight and taking on this amazing opportunity for both of us, really. You know, we're both trying to get to that next level. And yeah, now we're here. You know, I want to thank Eddie Hearn, thank Matchroom for believing in me since I was 17 years old. You know, it's been an amazing journey this far in my career. And man, you know, I'm from the trenches too, bro. You know, I'm from the hood. And you know, if you guys see where I come from, bro, like, oh, come on, now, like, you know,
hey, it's not about the street or none of that stuff. I'm just talking stuff I've been through, not because where I'm from, but what I've been through.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
so no
but
man's gonna stand in front of me and tell me that they gonna take something that I want from me. Cause I done been through it all, and
nobody gonna stand in front of me and tell me they gonna take it
all
from
right,
me.
we
It's
gonna
gonna
see.
be a fight.
We gonna see Saturday. Hey, like I said, like I've been telling you. Hold on. So look, like I've been saying, it's not personal and it's not business either. It's destined. It's God's plan. I'm telling you, man, it's God's plan, and it's part of the story. This is part of the big story that He had planned out. An iconic movie we made about Stephen Nelson someday. And you guys gonna be all part of it.
You truly believe you can look this man in the eye and tell him you will beat him on Saturday?
I promise you that.
We're gonna see you.
Hey,
Listen, words don't mean shit. Words don't mean shit, man. We're gonna see Saturday. We're gonna see Saturday. It's about what we do when we get in that ring, baby.
Exactly.
We're gonna put up a great fight for the fans, and the best man win.
Exactly.
Let's
You
go.
understand it? You understand it?
Finally, last one to you. World number one, WBO, on the verge of being made mandatory to, of course, the great Canelo Alvarez. We know that's down the road, but Saturday night, the biggest test of your career. You believe you beat this man in style at the Cosmopolitan Hotel live on DAZN?
Definitely. You know, I feel like ever since I've been 10 years old, I've been training my ass off nonstop, never taking no breaks. You know, I love boxing. This is my passion. And obviously, you know, I got the talent, I got the physical attributes, I got all that combined with my hard work. You know what I'm saying? It's a given for me to be here. You know, it's something I dreamed of as a kid. You know, just, you know, hearing my parents when I started boxing early, you know, one day my son gonna be headlining in Vegas, LA, and you know, now I'm here, so it's really a dream come true. And you know, I'm not letting up for nothing, bro. I'm working my ass off every day, and you know, I'm not breaking down for nobody. I'm saying that right now. And you see Eddie Hearn, the opponents I've fought before in my career this far, you know, I might make it look easy. It don't look like a challenge. But then those same guys go and fight your other prospects and they give them upsets, or they give them draws, or, you know what I'm saying, they give them hard-ass fights. But when I get in there with them, it look easy. It ain't really, you know what I'm saying? So,
none of them guys are even close to me. None of them guys you
I'm
fought.
not comparing nobody to you.
I'm just
not
saying,
comparing
none
nobody
of them
to
guys
you.
you fought is
But I'm
like
just
me.
saying, like, you see my level compared to all these other guys.
And I respect it, and that's why I train like I train. I train like you was the greatest fighter ever lived, because that's how you get the best so cold.
Yeah.
For me to focus on you like you, I'm not underestimating you. I'm not going there and saying, oh yeah, he all right. No.
Yeah, same here. Nah, I've been giving you nothing but respect. Every interview, you're a great fighter, and it's gonna be a great fight.
Exactly.
Let's get it.
Yeah, you got a couple of words. We know you've headlined in Mexico before. A couple of words for your Mexican fans as well tuning in on Saturday.
Sí, primero que nada, quiero dar las gracias a Dios por la oportunidad de estar aquí. Tenemos un campamento espectacular, estamos listos y va a ser una gran pelea este sábado. No se la pierdan por DAZN. Esta vez vamos con todo y viva México, vamos con todo.
I just want to thank everybody, all the fighters. We've got a great fight card on Saturday night. Thanks to Bomac, thanks to Jose Benavidez. Great energy in here as well. Guys, just a round of applause firstly for the man to my left from Omaha, Nebraska, so-called Steve Nelson. Yeah. And to my right, the world number one, the young man chasing supremacy. Face the guys off here. Don't miss it on Saturday night.
Giving each other respect as we lock in for the face-off here in Fight Week in Vegas.
Going to sleep. It's gonna be cold in Omaha, my boy. It's gonna go back. It's gonna go back. Go back. It's gonna go back. Go back. Go back. Put your head down. Go back with your head down. We're heading back to the military, my boy. Hey, let me get a cut. So cold. I need a cut.
It's 22-0 against 20-0 this Saturday night here at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas. Tito Pacheco and Pacheco and Nelson square off in our main event. Pacheco and Nelson. And all that's left is the final face-off tomorrow. A lot of energy in this room here at the Cosmopolitan. Both sides with their respective entourages kind of flanking the center stage where you were, Eddie. It made for a pretty exciting press conference there. What? Steve Nelson, his story, very admirable. His boxing ability, very admirable as well. And we